It's Week 17 of the 2023 season. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Panthers.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On second down, ETN once more. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Howell. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell down to throw it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Howell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Titans had 4-11 on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hurts.
Got his man. That's Harry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to get on the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They'll run with Etienne.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Howell.
Flush to his right. That is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
47 yards rushing for him now, and just his first 3 carries.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Harry.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Out left and complete to Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll find Fournette again here. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That caught by Tremble.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun on third down, Howell. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And the catch made by Johnson. This time they stay on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And just a field goal separating these two sides as they've gone to halftime. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. And meanwhile, for the Titans, by comparison, they've been the better of these two sides in the rushing department, as you see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second down and 3. Throwing is Hurts.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run the option here with Hurts.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got his man. That's Harry.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
They juked him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. He'll get this up to about the 44.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. On the out route, he's got Thornton.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Howell. They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And Howell will throw it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
2nd down, Howell now. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well. but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
There's Trimble, the tight end. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go. Pierce has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, Howell back to pass. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Here's Howell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Howell. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Howell throwing on 1st down here. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Felton. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Howell.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thornton. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal.
Howell.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Malik Harrison.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now the Panthers down 14-10, 1:52 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Powell to throw.
His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Titans,
they moved to 5-11 now on the year.